In this video, we will talk about the steps in planning a test or developing varied assessment tools.
This is Jack's Insights. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell for updates.
These are the steps to planning a test. 1. Identifying test objectives. 2. Deciding on the type of objective test to be prepared. 3. Preparing of table of specifications, TOS. 4. Constructing the draft test items. 5. Tryout and validation. In identifying test objectives, if the objective test is to be comprehensive, it must cover the various levels of Anderson's taxonomy. Each objective consists of a statement of what is to be achieved and, preferably, by how many % of the students. You must tap all the levels of the cognitive domain. These are the factors to consider when constructing good test items. 1. Validity. 2. Reliability. 3. Administrability. 4. Scorability. 5. Appropriateness. 6. Adequacy. 7. Fairness. 8. Objectivity. Validity refers to the degree to which the test measures what it intends to measure. It is the usefulness of the test for a given purpose. A valid test is always reliable. Reliability refers to the consistency of scores obtained by the same person when retested using the same instrument or one that is parallel to it. Administrability requires that the test should be administered uniformly, to all students so that the scores obtained will not vary due to factors other than differences in the student's knowledge and skills. There should be a clear provision for instruction for the students, proctors, and scorers. Scorability states that the test should be easy to score. Directions for scoring should be clear. The test developer should provide the answer sheet and the answer key. Appropriateness mandates that the test items that the teacher construct must assess the exact performances called for in the learning objectives. The test items should require the same performance of the student as specified in the learning objectives. Adequacy states that the test should contain a wide sampling of items to determine the educational outcomes or abilities so that the resulting scores are representative of the total performance in the areas measured. Fairness mandates that the test should not be biased to the examines. It should not be offensive to any examinee subgroup. A test can only be good if it is also fair to all test takers. Objectivity represents the agreement of two or more raters or test administrators concerning the score of a student. If the two raters who assess the same student on the same test cannot agree on the score, the test lacks objectivity, and the score of neither judge is valid. Thud, lack of objectivity reduces test validity in the same way that the lack of reliability influences validity. Since our focus on the summative test is to construct an objective test, then we must decide on the type of objective tests to be constructed. The test objectives guide the kind of objective tests that will be designed and constructed by the teacher. That is why it is very important to tap all the levels in constructing test objectives. Step 3. Preparing a table of specifications, TOS. A table of specifications or TOS is a test map that guides the teacher in constructing a test. The TOS ensures that there is a balance between items that test lower-order thinking skills and higher-order thinking skills. This is a sample TOS format. The first column contains the levels. The second column has the test objectives. The third column has the item numbers. The fourth column has total numbers for every level. And the last column contains the rate of each level. There should be a proper distribution of items in order to ensure the quality of the assessment. Another TOS format is the one-way TOS. These are the columns in a one-way TOS. We have the content, the number of class sessions, the number of items, and the test item distribution. The number of items is obtained by multiplying the number of class sessions and the desired total number of items, divided by the total number of class sessions. Meaning to say, you must decide first on the total number of items before you can determine the number of items per level. Another TOS format is the two-way TOS. These are the columns present for this format. There is a further classification of items into which level they belong. The fourth step is the construction of the test items. The actual construction of the test items follows the TOS as a general rule. It is advised that the actual number of items to be constructed in the draft should be double the desired number of items. The last step is the tryout and validation. The test draft is tried out to a group of pupils or students. The purpose of this tryout is to determine the item characteristics through item analysis, and characteristics of the test itself, in terms of validity, reliability, and practicality. Thank you for viewing the video. I hope you get something about it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.